Chapter 31. So, does anybody have a clue why we're supposed to find this book? Asked Kyle. He and his teammates were back in the young adult room. Get to know your local library. It's too early to tell, said Miguel. Let's just keep playing. This book will probably make more sense once we go to the other rooms and pick up more clues. Whose turn is it? Said Akimi. Yours, said Kyle. Flick the spinner. Akimi finger pointed the plastic pointer. Purple, she yelled. The 800s. That means you moved 8 spaces, mumbled Kyle. Except today. Akimi reached for the card on the top of the purple stack. When she saw it, she frowned. What's the clue? Asked Kyle. Something about literature, rhetoric, or criticism? Asked Miguel. Nope, said Akimi. It's a wild card with a riddle. Read it, said Sierra. I rhyme with dart and cracker jacks. Visit me and find a rhyme for Andy. Peckelman? Said Kyle. How'd he get his name on a game card? Bro, said Miguel, nobody calls Andrew Peckelman Andy. Of course, it could mean Andrew Jackson, the 7th president of the United States. Or Andy Panda, said Akimi. Or Andrew Carnegie, said Sierra. He was a generous supporter of libraries. Okay, said Kyle, let's concentrate on the first part. What rhymes with dart and cracker jacks?
Dart and cracker.
Smart and heart attacks, suggested Miguel. Art and bric-a-bracs, said Sierra. Art and artifacts, said Akimi, nailing it. Did anybody get that clue? I didn't get that one. So they bounded to the art and artifacts room. Everybody, check out the display case. See if anything rhymes with the word Andy. Well, this model of the old bank building is certainly grandy, said Miguel, and the Pharaoh's pyramid and Sphinx would be sandy if they weren't made of Legos. True, said Kyle, but he was unconvinced. Check it out, you guys, said Akimi. This plaid fedora from 1968 was worn by a guy named Leopold Leblali. So, said Kyle. According to the plaque, Leblali was one of the notorious dandy bandits. Dandy rhymes with Andy. That does it, said Miguel. However, Loblolly does not. Neither does Leopold, said Kyle. Candy rhymes with Andy, said Sierra. She was staring at the display case with a banner saying, Welcome to the wonderful world of Willy Wonka. Awesome, said Miguel, hurrying over to the collection of everlasting gobstoppers, glumptious globers, Laffy Taffy, pixie sticks under a glass in a sea of purple velvet. Mr. Lemoncello is a lot like Willy Wonka, said Kyle. You mean crazy, said Akimi. I prefer the term eccentric. And Dr. Zinchenka is his Oompa Loompa, said Sierra. Everybody started giggling. Nah, Akimi joked, she's too tall. And she's not orange enough, said Miguel. The Willy Wonka book was written by Ronald Dahl. How many of you have read Willy Wonka? Oh, got a few kids here. Kyle figured he could name 12 other guys. The guy wrote too. Okay. In it, Mr. Wonka takes Charlie and Grandpa Joe home in a flying glass elevator, and it crashes through the roof of his chocolate factory. Everybody thought for a second. So wait, now we have to find a glass elevator, said Akimi? Because there isn't one of those on the floor plan. But Mr. Lemoncello is just wild enough to build one, said Kyle. If he did, he wouldn't put it on the floor plan. No way, said Miguel. Everyone would want to ride in it. I know I would, said Sierra. So we're seriously going to search for a secret glass elevator, said Akimi. Maybe, said Kyle. Maybe not. I mean, it's another piece in this gigantic jigsaw puzzle. We won't see the whole picture till we collect all the pieces. Or someone shows us the lid, said Kimi. Look, it's only 6 p.m., said Kyle, and we've collected a ton of good information. You mean a ton of random information, said Akimi. Well, said Miguel, once we have more clues, we can use Sherlock Holmes' famous deductive reasoning to make logical connections between all the random junk. Works for me, said Kyle. But if we're going to play Sherlock Holmes, we need to spin the spinner and dig up more clues. The game's afoot, said Sierra. Huh? Said Kyle and Akimi. Sorry, it's something that Sherlock would say to Watson whenever he gets excited. Sherlock Holmes. Kyle had just found another bunch of books to add to his reading list. So we have a bunch of clues, but do any of the clues help us know how to exit the library? Not yet.